So, this morning, I'd like to make a short video log for my Ignatian companions and those that are participating in the reform of our church and the upbuilding of God's kingdom on earth. So I am here in Toronto for the past week in continuation of the invitation of the Spirit in 2020, Bobby build a bridge between Canada and Philippines. That was what I've heard in 2020 while praying, discerning with Kim and Father Matt Sanchez, do we come to Canada for this pilgrimage? So this pilgrimage continues, and I would like to share to you what I have heard from the Canadian government the past week. So one is that the Canadian government today is going through a very big wake-up call, a transformation, an invitation to wake up and to transform itself. Primarily because it just realized all of a sudden that Canada, the Canadian government was overly reliant to the American government, overly reliant to the American people, to North America. Canadian rely too much in economic trade, in building relationship, in sharing technology, just focused on their North American neighbor. So there's this invitation from our Prime Minister, Mark Carney, that we need to diversify Canada, not only economically, but in terms of our linkages, partnership to a broader world. And he mentioned specifically Asia-Pacific region because this is where it is expected to have the most economic growth in the coming years. So the Canadian government is pivoting, and we are exploring, because my father Bob, he dreams of our family business. Part of our 100-year vision is to become a technology company. So it so happened that my friend in Sacred Heart, batchmate from Ateneo de Cebu, batch 1999, Giovanni Gonzalez, he works for the Canadian government. He has been the one updating or educating me or making me understand. We had dinner already a few days ago where the Canadian government is or where it wants to go. In terms of the economic side, there's a study created by the Asia Foundation of Canada. Its office is based in Singapore, regarding Canada's digital and AI-enabled trade, which Canada desires to make digitalization and AI-enabled trade as the center of their new digital economy. So the digital economy of Canada has been growing 400% times faster than the regular economy. The regular economy, movement of goods, services through a regular supply chain, that one is not growing as fast compared to digitalized. So the beauty of digital economy also, like from a lens of Canada, Philippines, is that there's no cost at all for transportation because everything will go through the internet. So basically the movement of goods is free. So it's more of intellectual property rights. It's more of what kind of Canadian technology infrastructure do we want to adopt, systems and best practices. So what we have heard is that is where Canada wants to build a digital and AI enhanced trade system with the Philippines and ASEAN. So Canada, Philippines, ASEAN. That's what we're studying. I'm studying now how to do that, and if we can do that. I think it will be good for our family business. I think it will be good for family business in Cebu. I think this can help us digitize our processes and our way of doing things. And this can systematize also, and then using AI later on with Canadian ethics and security system, we can embed our founders' culture, discernment process, values to the AI, so that the AI will enhance the way the company is being run, through the founders or through the owners' values, way of discernment, way of proceeding, even way of thinking. We can capture. I think there's a possibility already. The technology is there, and that's possible. But as I transition now, that is So the Canadian government, the mission of the Canadian government is threefold, folks. It's called POG, peace, order, and good governance. So as we build this relationship between Canada and Philippines, we would like also this relationship to be able to spread also Canada's peace, order, and good governance also to the Philippines. And that's one of my desire ever since I was a child. When I was 9, when my parents brought me to Canada to study. Spiritually, I was able to contact Father Elton Hernandez, my friend, in Manresa, who was a Canadian Jesuit. He's now based in Taiwan. So he's the one who is introducing me to companions here in Toronto. He's based here. He was born and raised here before. And then now tomorrow I'm going to Guelph. That is the heart, the center of Ignatian spirituality in Canada. That is where the Canadian Jesuits, their formation house used to be, the retreat house. But the retreat house is now being transformed from a retreat house to become a center for integral ecology. So I'll be meeting the chair of the advisory group of the Center for Integral Ecology in the Ignatius Jesuit Center in Guelph, Karsten Nock. I'll be meeting him on a few days from now. I'm meeting Greg Kennedy as well, an ex-Canadian Jesuit who is advocate for integral ecology also in Guelph. So these are the where I pray. Please pray for me as I try to follow the synodal way that Dr. Christina Keng is teaching us in our class in synodality, the Asian context in Loyola School of Theology. How do I come in with reverence to Guelph, to Toronto, to Canada? How do I come in with respect, with sandals off, and honor the tradition, honor the history, honor the presence of Christ already here. And then how do I listen, and how do I have this conversation of the Spirit with them to build a link, a bridge, a partnership, a collaboration, or a supply chain between integral ecology in Canada and integral ecology in the Philippines. So those are the different areas that we're exploring. Again, all of these are led by the Spirit. And please, I hope that I remain faithful to follow the Spirit while I'm here. The Mass in Our Lady of Lourdes is very impactful to me, by a Jesuit, a Canadian, a priest. I try to attend as much as I can. I'm trying to pray the Rosary regularly also. And then, but more importantly, getting to know the land, doing a lot of walking, doing a lot of listening, and as much as I can, doing a lot of engaged conversations also in the Spirit. Okay, so God bless us. Thank you.